is war raging in the Middle East, and there is every possibility that it might escalate into something much bigger. At the center of this war is Israel, which was attacked by Hamas terrorists on the 7th of October 2023. It has responded fiercely, launching airstrikes and embarking on ground operations in Gaza. But that is not where the conflict has stopped. The theater of war has only expanded since. In fact, not long after Israel struck Gaza and commenced ground operations last year, Hezbollah, which operates out of Lebanon, fired rockets towards Israel.
Obviously, this is a significant escalation by Iran, a significant event, and it is equally significant that we were able to step up with Israel and create a situation in which no one was killed in this attack in Israel, so far as we know at this time. We are now going to look at what the appropriate next steps are to secure, first and foremost, American interests, and then to promote stability to the maximum extent possible.
Iran launched a large-scale attack of over 180 ballistic missiles directly from Iranian soil at the State of Israel. There were a small number of hits in the center of Israel and some other hits in the southern Israel. The majority of the incoming missiles were intercepted by Israel and a defensive coalition led by the United States. Iran's attack is a severe and dangerous escalation. There will be consequences. Our defensive and offensive capabilities are at the highest levels of readiness. Our operational plans are ready. We will respond wherever, whenever, and however we choose.
But I utterly condemn this attempt by the Iranian regime to harm innocent Israelis, to escalate this incredibly dangerous situation and push the region ever closer to the brink. Iran must stop these attacks, together with its proxies like Hezbollah.
We once again reiterate the call that we've made along with the United States, the United Kingdom, the European Union, Italy, Germany, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, other nations as well, calling for a de-escalation.
イランによる攻撃はこれはもう認められるものではございません。厳しくこれを非難したいと思っておりますが、これが全面戦争に拡大することがないようによく連携を取ってまいりたいし、事態の沈静化に共に努めてまいりたいと考えておるところでございます。
Iran has funded and armed Hezbollah over the years, and Israel has consistently claimed that Hezbollah is very much part of Iran's proxy war against Israel, where Lebanese territory has been used to wage attacks against it.
אני מבקש לשלוח תנחומים מעומק ליבי למשפחות גיבורינו שנפלו היום בלבנון. השם ייקום דמם, יהי זכרם ברוך. אנחנו בעיצומה של מלחמה קשה נגד ציר הרשע של איראן שמבקש להשמיד אותנו. זה לא יקרה, כי נעמוד יחד, ובעזרת השם ננצח יחד. נחזיר את חטופינו בדרום, נחזיר את תושבינו בצפון, נבטיח את נצח ישראל.
There have been calls for a ceasefire, but the situation has shown no signs of de-escalation. More so in recent days, which has brought the region closer to war than it has in recent years.
I'm going to stick with this subject, but go ahead. I've
well, just the fact that Israel may be now launching a limited operation into Lebanon. Are you aware of that? Are you comfortable with their plan?
I'm more aware than you might know, and I'm comfortable with them stopping. We should have a ceasefire now.
The intensification began with what was widely believed to be an Israeli covert operation when thousands were injured and several killed when communication devices purchased by Hezbollah were remotely detonated. This happened on September 17th and also continued on the 18th of September as well. This was backed up in the coming days by airstrikes in southern Lebanon by Israel. In one such airstrike on the 20th of September, Ibrahim Akil, a Hezbollah commander, was killed. He was also wanted by the United States for the US embassy bombing in Beirut in 1983. But the strikes have also led to many civilian casualties in Lebanon. On the 23rd of September, around 558 people, according to reports, were killed in southern Lebanon. Hundreds of rockets were also fired into Israel by Hezbollah on several days but were intercepted by Israel's anti-missile systems. On September 26, the G7 proposed a ceasefire deal in an attempt to bring about a temporary truce, but this was rejected by Israel. The next day, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke at the United Nations General Assembly.